You might know Oliver Tree from this song.
Life goes on and on and on and on and on and
If not, you probably know him from this one. One way or another, his music reached people scrolling through social media, but now something else has taken over your feeds. The news that Oliver Tree died in an accident involving 2 helicopters.
Among the passengers was American singer Oliver Tree. Tree performed at Lollapalooza twice.
It's a tragic loss, and it came with its own wave of conspiracy theories. He was about to turn 33. He had 3.2 million followers, same as his age. What was his conflict with his label, and most importantly, how did that accident actually happen? We're covering all of it today. Let me start by saying a few names. Kobe Bryant, Bill Graham. You see a pattern. Please, people, stop getting in helicopters. They say statistically, planes are far safer than cars, but nobody ever talks about helicopters. To me, they seem like the most dangerous machines out there. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a bit, but these accidents have been on my mind lately. On June 14th, 2 helicopters collided above a neighborhood in Rio de Janeiro. All 6 people on board were killed, including Oliver Tree. He was in one helicopter with 4 other people, including Argentine YouTuber Gaspi. The second helicopter had only its pilot. Oliver Tree was known for his music and for his iconic bowl cut, a signature part of his stage persona. Online, he had this troll-like personality heavily rooted in Y2K and early 2000s aesthetics. He had over 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Songs like Life Goes On, Miss You, and Alien Boy each have hundreds of millions of streams. Funny enough, the opening lines of Alien Boy go something like this.
I fell down to earth from 100 miles away.
I fell down from 100 miles away. You can see where some of the conspiracy theories started. We'll get to those in a second. At the time of the accident, Oliver was in the middle of a world tour, over 70 concerts planned across 30 countries on all 7 continents. Just days before, he had performed in Buenos Aires. And on Instagram, he had posted clips of himself playing football in a neighborhood in Brazil. Fun fact, besides music, Oliver Tree had a passion for scooters. It was also part of his branding. In 2020, he made it into the Guinness World Records after building and riding the world's largest scooter, over 4 meters tall and 3 meters long.
I'm gonna make it!
He's doing it! He's doing it! He's really
Oh
doing
my
it!
God, I'm gonna do it!
It looks like he's falling over!
Back to what happened. Not many details are confirmed yet, but authorities said the crash was most likely caused by human error. One helicopter was heading to a location, while the other was heading toward a charging station. The helicopter came down on a parking lot with electric vehicles. It's still unclear whether the error came from one of the pilots or an air traffic controller. We'll find out eventually, but of course, that wasn't enough for the internet. And shortly after the announcement, theories started spreading everywhere. Fans began connecting the accident to things Oliver had been saying in the months before his death. One of the biggest theories revolves around his conflict with Atlantic Records. Before the accident, he had posted videos saying he was unhappy with how the label was supporting his projects and that he was cutting ties with them.
I just got word that my album is no longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakout song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So, the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who's supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Thank you.
From there, people started speculating that someone at the label had something to do with his death. These kinds of theories come up every time a celebrity dies. It's always one of 2 things. Either they were killed or they faked their own death. People say David Bowie became Jack Steven, that Jimi Hendrix became Morgan Freeman, that Amy Winehouse didn't die. She just became Lady Gaga. You already already know the Tupac theories. These ideas partly come from the belief that celebrities have enough money to disappear and start over. But I always wonder, why would you fake your death just to come back as a celebrity again? It doesn't make sense. I think the theories spread so fast in Oliver's case partly because he talked about death openly. In one interview, he said, nobody knows when the end is coming, that he could die at any moment.
What's an experience that's changed your life?
When I was 13, my cousin Wayne got spiral meningitis. Within a week, he became brain dead and died. After that moment, I was like, I could die at any time.
People say he had a feeling. In a podcast, he talked about his will, which might seem strange to some of us. But for an artist at his level, having a will at 32 is completely normal.
My will is set up that when I pass, my family, no one's going to get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a fucking penny. I'll get my kids through college. That's the agreement, but they're not going to be a silver spoon. They're taken care of because my dad worked on some stuff in the 2000s. You know, like the idea is when I die, all the money is going to go back to artists. So I've set up a foundation. It's called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses.
He also said that any album he puts out could be his last, that he could die at any time.
Well, this is your whole shtick, is that every album's your last album.
It's not a shtick, man. You never know when it's my last album.
I think
I could die any moment. I mean, I could have died on the way here.
Fair.
How do I want to die?
How do you want to die?
So when either jumping off of a helicopter into a volcano or potentially just jumping into a volcano.
As it turns out, the album he was promoting then really was his last. From those statements, it was a short jump to people saying he predicted his own death. In one podcast, Anthony from Smosh asked him why he kept using the theme of falling from heights in his videos.
One thing that I noticed in the music videos is this imagery of you falling to your death. Is there anywhere that comes from? Does that represent anything?
That was always a big thing of like, well, what happens after life? And almost in a way, preparing myself for my own death.
Some accounts even claim that data from the black boxes had been released and that Oliver left a farewell message. Obviously, that was completely fake. I genuinely don't understand why anyone would lie about something like that. A video of 2 helicopters colliding also went viral, but that turned out to be old footage people recycled into this story. I'll leave you with this clip of Oliver Tree where he basically said, in his own words, that people would only appreciate his work after he was gone. Rest in peace.
People will finally appreciate my stupid fucking videos and my stupid fucking songs. That's when people appreciate you when you're not there anymore. Anyways, they might not. It doesn't even make a difference, but